Tonight, we begin with breaking news out of Jefferson County. Just within the last hour, we've learned 2 Jefferson County jail inmates are dead after a stabbing incident while in custody. It happened at the Dub Brassel Adult Detention Center this afternoon. Officials say a fight broke out between several inmates. Both Darian Williams and Jonathan Denard Harris there on your screen were stabbed with, quote, foreign objects. According to the sheriff's office, at least 2 other detainees believed to be involved have been identified and will be interviewed as part of this ongoing investigation. The jail was placed on lockdown as part of protocol. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about this ongoing investigation. Thank you for choosing THV 11 tonight. I'm Brooke Buckner. Meteorologist Simone Thomas is joining us now. Simone, today has been really nice, but I know we have some big changes coming this weekend. What do we need to know ahead of our weather impact alert we have issued? Yeah, this afternoon, pretty much all of us got into the middle and upper 70s. We even had a few lower 80s on the board across southern Arkansas. 77 was the high in the capital city today. Now, it's going to kind of feel like whiplash going into the next 36 to 48 hours because we got up to 77 today. By Monday morning, we're waking up below freezing with wind chills in the lower 20s. That's thanks to a strong cold front that is moving through the state as we speak. So that's going to make for a cooler Sunday. But the real reason we've issued this weather impact alert is for the freezing conditions expected Monday morning and Tuesday morning. I'll show you the map of the freeze warning we have in effect for Monday in that 7-day outlook, as well as how to prepare, who all is impacted coming up in that 7-day outlook. Thank you, Simone. Tonight, a man is in custody after the suspected murder of an elderly man in Van Buren County. The incident happened Thursday night on Highway 110. When deputies reached the scene, they found a body later identified as 68-year-old Russell Branscombe. Investigators determined his death as a homicide. 31-year-old Brian Branscombe was arrested in the connection with this homicide. And North Little Rock police need your help tonight with the homicide investigation currently underway. According to officers, it happened at the 3100 block of Magnolia Street shortly after 5:30 this morning. They say a woman was found suffering from a gunshot wound. She was later taken to the hospital where she died. If you or anyone you know has information, contact the North Little Rock Police Department tip line at 501-680-8439. Another homicide investigation is underway. Little Rock police were called to a shooting at the 4000 block of West Markham. Once they reached the scene, they found 30-year-old victim William Pritchard unresponsive. After first responders attempted to help, he died at the scene. Derek Kennedy is being charged with first-degree murder. We have a THV 11 update for you. Stuttgart police have also made an arrest after a homicide at J.B. Bryant Park last weekend. Lamonte Thompson was taken into custody yesterday. Officials tell us they believe he's connected to the incident that left one person dead. We will update you as we learn more. The ongoing government shutdown, the longest in U.S. history, is continuing to impact SNAP recipients and air travelers. More than 1,000 flights were canceled Friday as a result of the shutdown, and SNAP benefits for the month of November remain in jeopardy. Andres Gutierrez has more.
Senators returned to Capitol Hill on Saturday for a weekend session aimed at bringing the government shutdown to an end. President Trump is in Florida, but before leaving Washington, he reiterated he wants Senate Republicans to break the filibuster to reopen the government.
We have a shutdown, as you probably know, because the Democrats have gone, they're crazy. They're crazy, but they don't care if they hurt the country.
On Friday, Democrats offered a compromise to reopen the government in exchange for a 1-year extension of health care tax credits, but the proposal was rejected by Republicans. SNAP payments for the month of November remain in jeopardy because of the shutdown. Late Friday, the Supreme Court temporarily allowed the Trump administration to withhold about $4 billion in payments for SNAP food assistance that a federal judge had previously ordered to be paid. 1 in 8 Americans rely on SNAP benefits.
This is the first time I've actually ever been on public assistance in my adult life. And we held out pretty much as long as we possibly could. We used our savings, we used family, some credit cards.
The ongoing shutdown is causing a nightmare for flyers. The FAA ordered airlines to cut flights at 40 of the nation's busiest airports beginning Friday, causing more than 1,000 cancellations and more than 20,000 delays.
I mean, travel is stressful enough, and then you put these disruptions in place, and it really makes everything more challenging.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said the flight reductions will ramp up in the coming days in an effort to reduce the pressure on air traffic controllers. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Back here at home, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is directing an additional $500,000 to Arkansas food bank networks. This comes after the governor's announcement last week delivering the same amount of money to food banks with the option to revisit every week if the shutdown continues. This additional money comes from the state's restricted reserve funds. On Monday, the funds will go to the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance, which will then distribute it to the 6 Feeding America member food banks around the state, serving the highest SNAP recipient regions first. And with the government shutdown continuing for nearly 6 weeks now, food insecurity is becoming a major concern for those impacted, which is why one Central Arkansas event is now more important than ever. Chili Fights in the Heights hosted its annual competition today, hosted by the Hat Club, bringing together everyone in the community by its chefs and chili lovers alike. The goal is to support hunger relief across the natural state, with those that participate helping donate proceeds for the cause.
Because we've got 7 trophies that are up. So there's a couple different ways you can get a trophy. Everyone's over here buying a tasting kit. You can get a little poker chip from our poker chip sponsor, which is Saracen Casino. So you get 1 chip, you can vote on your favorite. So there's a People's Choice champion. And then we got a bunch of judging that's gonna go on in here. That's totally blind. These judges are culinary professionals. They're getting into the meat of it, right? They're saying words like umami.
The Hat Club Little Rock was started in 2010 and has donated more than $700,000 to more than 30 local charities. Heartache turning to action in Yell County today as around 50 people came together to search for their friend Hector Barrientos. The 19-year-old has been missing from Ola since Sunday. The Yell County Sheriff's Office and Arkansas State Police have issued a missing person advisory, but that hasn't stopped Hector's friends and family from taking matters into their own hands. His friend Peyton Mullins says Hector would do the same for them.
I feel like that's what really matters in a person is no matter what you hear about them or what they were like in school, what grades they got, it's, you know, when somebody's in need, you know, how they act, what they do for them. And Hector was always there whenever we needed him, so that's why we're here, because he needs us.